I am Gathatwa here, and today I will. This is actually my very first YouTube video. Passionate about the gospel, and yes, I'm starting. Thank you, welcome, my viewers. Thank you so much. You're here to feed. I will wait for your feedback. Comment, and subscribe. Today I'm reflecting briefly on the denial of Peter. Peter denies Jesus, but the angle I'll use is very different. Today, something came into my mind as I was reading today. I make sure I read the gospel every day. Every single day I read the gospel. So today I was reading chapter 26, and it is about the story of Peter. You remember he denied Jesus 3 times. Today I will not use it in a negative way, but I'll use it in a positive way. Even in his attempt to hide from everyone, they discovered him. Why? Because when you walk with Jesus, there are things you will have his glory on you. So you can even be in the wrong place, but they'll know this person has Jesus. That means if you have the glory of Jesus, you also have his blessings. And my very powerful point is when he said the second denial of after all the way you speak gives you away. The way you speak gives you away. Oh my, wow. So apparently, our Lord Jesus teaches us how to speak. And that speech is filled with confidence. That irrespective of where you are, whatever situation is facing you, you know nothing is impossible. So they're like, Apana, this person, the confidence he has, they have touched Jesus. That is the beauty of believing our God. So in any negative situation, our Lord can turn it for good. Through this may have appeared negative that Peter denied Jesus, St. Peter, the apostle, but apparently in his denial we have realized that apparently our Lord is always with us. Because even the third denial, Jesus was able to look at him and remember he started to cry. But today I'm turning it to a positive story that after all, the way you speak gives you away. That is it. Let us stick with our Lord with Jesus, so that even in our dark days when we will have lost a little hope, because there are difficult days when you suffer a little, you undergo painful situations, you will still in your mourning or in your pain still proclaim him in your speech. Because you remember this time Jesus seemed helpless. So Peter was also afraid of associating with him, but yet still they noticed your speech. That is it. So it's important we continue to have hope and to ensure that we learn and listen to his voice. You see, I'm saying, and now if you want to apply now it's in real life, you'll ask, how do I apply today? A case in point today, you can walk into an office, you find a classmate, and they deny you. They pretend they have never seen you. Why? Probably because you have not reached a point that they would have ever wanted. Peter denied Jesus because he thought, oh my goodness, this was supposed to have been a hero, but now he is being beaten by everyone. So he pretended he has never seen him. That is the same case. You can walk into an office and people look at you and they're like, oh, we have never seen you. They even avoid your calls. You try to greet them. They pretend they are not even hearing what you're saying. You try to walk in a meeting and make a contribution, but they are not even listening to you. Why? You do not have a position. They're like, you do not have a position. But guess what? There is a God in heaven. One day they'll come bowing to you. They'll realize, wait a minute, this person made a point and we ignored it initially, but after a while we realize, that is a good point. But just do as Jesus did. When they return to you, be humble enough and forgive them. Don't carry the grudges. Start saying that I had made that point, but you ignored it. No. Welcome him. And I hope you're subscribing as you listen to this. This is my very first video that I'm saying. So some people may see my face and they're like, no, we are not going to subscribe. You're not supposed to have said this. You can post. So Peter, like I said, denies him. And something else interesting also has come up in my mind as I was reflecting also. When he came, Peter was following the path of Jesus, who was doing all these powerful miracles and everything else. So when he comes, even if he was actually there watching that scene, he was waiting for the part where Jesus will call the angels and do miracles and wonders and surprise everybody, shock everyone. But he didn't. He was shocked to see that he continues to be beaten. He's now swollen. And you're like, wow. So even when they tell him he's so he technically doesn't deny him per se. He denies because to him that is not the Jesus in you.
That time was.
You understand? That means also now a powerful lesson. You remember Jesus never, when Peter returned eventually, he never denied him. He never took him through what we usually take through our friends. When, for example, you are going through a situation, you called everyone, nobody turned up, and then you eventually succeed. And when your friends come back, we are not supposed to sort of vindicate them and like start claiming that I knew you denied me. No, start a new and a fresh page. That is a powerful lesson I actually learned. Like, for example, if you are the one in the office now making a suggestion, everybody has ignored it. But one day they realize, wait a minute, you had a powerful point. You're not supposed now to come and now try to remind them, like I told you. No, just be mature enough and continue. Forgive them in your heart. If they ask for the forgiveness, if not, it's okay. Now at least they have learned. Because the aim of the whole thing, when you have to contribute something, is to help everyone, to help people, to make a difference in wherever you are. We understand that, and that is why you remember the aim of Jesus was to rescue people. He came to rescue us, and he said the greatest among is one who serve, and service is not an easy one. So serving comes in very different angles and notions. Again, like I have stated, and I hope it is clear now to all of us. Let us stick to that and understand it. Um, People, we may deny others, for example, because of different circumstances. I'm guilty also. There are friends I have not helped when they were in need. I pretended I'm not hearing. I have also guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. And then later on I realize, wait a minute, they have prospered now and I have to turn to them. And it's usually a shameful act because you feel, my goodness, now where do I start? And some have been gracious enough to help you. They even, it's like they have amnesia. They don't remember what you did. And now they help me. So we all go through this. And to make the world a proper place is that we all forgive each other. We all make these mistakes, even in our own area. For example, you're learning a business, somebody comes and suggests for example, this business you should have included this. You ignore them because you're wondering, why don't you go implement that idea in your own place? But then after a while you realize, wait a minute, what they told me is true. But now be humble enough to tell them, you had said this and I'm sorry, I never accepted it. This is a very simple thing. Jesus led by an example. You remember when he eventually came, he he actually embraced Peter, and he forgave him, and we are his followers. And following Jesus means to do what he does, to embrace everyone, even in dark times, in those times when we are in our lowest. People in relationships, for example, those in marriages, your spouse will not be there every day to excite you. There are times they'll come sad and angry from work, or even they make mistakes. You want to invest something, they invest in the wrong way. But those are the times you embrace them. You do not only embrace them during the occasions when they are shining, when they are being promoted at work, or when their business is doing well, or when they are very popular in church, for example, or in their businesses. You embrace them even when they are not. And that's why we are there. Because you noticed when that we said that Jesus goes to look for that one lost sheep. Why? Because we matter, every one of us. And he knows each sheep. In our own weaknesses, he still loves us. In our own strong points. So we are now to be the Jesus in our life. I recall a long time ago, I had really struggled with my faith, and there's something my dad helped me with. My dad, that's why I'll make sure I'll feature him in subsequent videos, because we really talk a lot, and he has helped me to grow in my faith. Uh, I'm naming this channel, my videos Gathatwa after him, and I'm also named Gathatwa. So something he told me very powerful. He told me, now Jesus has no fit in this world, and I think this is also what said by yeah, he told me that now you are the feet of Jesus. Now if you notice a situation and you wonder why God is not doing something, it's because probably you are now been opened those eyes to make that difference. You can be able to assist either financially. If you do not have a finances, you can even participate with a word, or even help by keeping quiet. Silence at times is also a form of help. If you notice someone has a certain weaknesses and you are not able to help them, then shut up. Instead of going to discuss them and to sort of talk ill about them, guide them. If you are not able to guide them, then change the topic. Which of course most of we are, I am guilty also enough of trying to also contribute and make fun of somebody's weaknesses. We are all guilty of it, but learning from this we can understand. Peter teaches us, Saint Peter the Apostle teaches us wonderfully that we may deny Jesus, but thankfully, he never denies us. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and it's a journey. I'll be sharing frequently the reflections, and especially, yeah. Thank you so much.